What up, what up? It's your boy Relly Rel, the illest right here, man. I'm doing what I do always, all day. You know what I mean? Shout outs to everybody on the Facebook forum, the Unbiased Review. Shout outs to Chris or Eric, Percy, Jay Got Flow, my nigga Jay Brown. Everybody else that's in the forum. If I missed you, it's no disrespect at all. Shout outs to you, real shit. I just got back from that St. Louis King of the Arch battle, the Hitman Holla Verb shit. It was crazy. It was a very good experience. Overall, before I get into each battle, it was a very good event. You know what I'm saying? I went to Summer Madness. I could tell you things. It was nowhere near as packed as Summer Madness, but it was way more professional. It was way more smooth. Niggas was in and out, so overall it was a very good experience. It probably was better than Summer Madness in the experience. With that being said, I'm going to go into the battles. Some of the dudes were fairly unknown, so I had to write down their names and where they was from. No disrespect, so bear with me. First battle that was on the card was Catboy from Milwaukee versus Chris Starks from St. Louis. This was a good battle. It was the battle. If I had to describe it, it was like a funny nigga with some street ties to him versus a very lyrical, like super lyrical nigga. Like if I compare anybody to Chris to Catboy, he is like, because he's a real dark, fat, ugly dude. He kind of like reminded me of I don't want to say like a Verb. He was like, he's like Marv 1. He's kind of like a Marv 1. Like, he got them bars, and he also got some comedy in his shit at the same time. And the other dude was more like, he was like super lyrical. Chris Starks was like super lyrical on some like Remedy type shit. And even though I know niggas don't give him the love or respect they deserve, it was like that. So it was like to see those two go at it, kind of. Into the battle in detail, Catboy spazzed. Like, that nigga said some shit. He had bars. Like, he definitely, and mind you, like I said, we was in St. Louis. This nigga's from Milwaukee. He was moving the crowd like a mug. Like, he had the crowd going crazy. This nigga had said some shit. And the thing that he did that was real well, without giving his bars, like I said, he's a big dude. He used him being fat as an advantage in the battle instead of using it as like a defense mechanism. Because if you notice, with a lot of the battlers, like all the fat dudes, excuse me, what they do is, when it comes to being fat, they just get prepared for the fat jokes. Like, okay, I'm prepared for whatever fat jokes you have, and that's just about it. Whereas this dude, he actually used it as an advantage in storytelling and in the battle, like on some shit, like, without giving his balls away, he said some shit that was like similar, like, I'll run up in your crib and eat you out of house and home. Your mom's cooking, I'll eat her plate, then smack her smack her with the plate, like, thanks, bitch, and walk. You know what I'm saying? It was like shit like that he used as an advantage. Like, damn, wow, like, that's some crazy shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, I'm fat, so that if you swing on me, it ain't gonna affect me. Shit like that. He used it as an advantage. So, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, I'm sorry, I didn't say this. It was a one-round battle, so he came out swinging from jump, like, just was hitting this nigga. Chris Starks was very lyrical, a lot of wordplay. He had some punches, but his punches just didn't land the same way as Catboy's. So, in my opinion, if I had to give it to one person, it'd have to be Catboy. He spazzed. Like, that nigga's nice. He's ready. I said it already on Battle Rap Arena. I said it on Facebook. That nigga's ready for the PG, like, right now. And apparently they're going to bring him into the Chicago event. So, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's what's up. You know what I mean? So he's nice. Shout out to Chris Starks, too, though. He was nice. The next battle on the card is JC from Pontiac. Everybody know him. And GA from Milwaukee. Before I get into this battle, I want to shout out GA. A lot of people don't know this, and you'll see it in the footage. I don't know if they're going to show it or not. The battle was Saturday the 25th. GA's father died the day before the battle. Like, the day before the battle. and GA still drove from Milwaukee to St. Louis, which is, I don't even know how long of a drive that it is, you know what I'm saying, to battle, you know what I'm saying. So for that, I want to show him respect and salute him. You got much love and respect from me. It took a lot to do that, and as a man, I'm just, you know, this is not to be funny or disrespect his family at all, or their privacy, but as a man, I had to respect when a man do what he had to do, you know what I'm saying, for his love or his craft. But I don't think anybody else could have did it. A lot of people said they couldn't have done it if it was them. I mean, to have your father die in your arms the day before, and the next day go to a battle, nah. So much respect, salute to you. To get into the battle, GA said some shit. He said some shit. But JC just destroyed him. Like, and it wasn't even necessarily that he destroyed him. It was more of like JC outplayed him. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you playing basketball with a nigga and, you know what I'm saying, it's not that I'm just killing you and crossing you over, but I'm used to playing 48 minutes in the game, you know what I'm saying, and you used to playing high school the 28 minutes. Like, you're not going to keep up with me, you know what I'm saying? And that's what it was. Because GA said some shit, and I'm going to go into why JC won. He was stupid lyrical. Bars out this world. Non-stop. He was swinging from jump. Like, I mean, and in the beginning of his battle, like in the first couple rounds, you know what I'm saying, first couple bars, he addressed the whole dancing, pop locking shit. He addressed it, cut the throat. Like, if you got anything to say about this, I'm going to kill you from jump. And he went from there. It wasn't even like he could even doubt him. Like, you wasn't even like, I mean, yeah, but that nigga's still dancing. I mean, like, the nigga just really made you get it out your head in the beginning, like, for real. The thing with GA was, GA, in the beginning of his first 8 bars, he said some shit that was ill, like, you know what I'm saying, I'm a street nigga, and the street niggas don't recognize, like, basically pulling JC's card. But after, like, the 8th bar, he had, like, nothing but dance jokes. And it was like, he had dance jokes for, like, probably a full minute straight. And I got real tiring. Like, you know, you do it once, a couple times, it's kind of funny, but it's like, to constantly keep doing that for a minute, it kind of, you know, killed him. And at the same time, as I think about it now, I honestly think his performance wasn't all that. And I've actually seen him before. But, like, you know, I feel like, you know, whatever, like, the stuff that happened to him the day before obviously would have to affect him somehow, some way. So, you know, I believe that, you know, with another battle or two, he could easily be somebody's favorite, you know what I'm saying? So, like I said, shout outs to JC. You definitely got that. I mean, it's a 1-round battle, I'm sorry. You got that dub. GA, you did your thing, but yeah, I gave it to JC. Real shit. Yeah. The next battle that's on the card was QP from Detroit versus Just Juice. This was another 1-round battle. This was a very, very, very good battle. If I had to compare how good of a battle this was like Sue Surf versus K-Shine. It was like 2 niggas just going back and forth. You know what I mean? It was just, nobody was whack. Nobody didn't say nothing. Like, you know, nobody had no weak part in their verse. It was hot. So let me get into detail. Mind you, QP is from Detroit. This battle was in St. Louis. QP had the crowd with him from jump. Like, QP opened his mouth and said, first thing he said was, you know what I don't like about you, dog? And as soon as he said that, the crowd went insane. I mean, you know what I don't like about you, dog? This nigga frail, and you know what I mean? It just went in. And the nigga said some juice flips out this world. I mean, he just flipped the whole juice thing, the name Juice. He just killed it. He killed it. QP killed it so bad, right, that niggas in the crowd was screaming out body bag before Juice could open up his mouth. And so let me clarify this, because a lot of people don't know this. I didn't need it not to be funny. Just Juice is not Juicezilla. It's 2 different dudes, just so you know. Yeah, but with that being said, QP had niggas screaming body bag, get him the fuck out of here. This nigga's done. Mind you, this is niggas, like, mind you, Just Juice is from St. Louis. So these are niggas that he probably went to high school with. These are niggas that he used to play basketball with. Saying body bag. These are niggas that he's probably go to church with on Sunday. Screaming body bag. You out of here. You done, nigga. This is what niggas are screaming at him. Just Juice go. So in the beginning, Just Juice, his first 8 bars, Just Juice is alright. He's nice. He said some shit. But it was like his 8th, it was like a build up. It was kind of slow, but you was kind of like, I don't know where he's going with this. I actually thought he was dead after the first 8 bars. Then he said some shit in his 8th bar. I can't remember exactly what it was, but it was like to let you know a huge punch was coming. And all of a sudden, after that 8th bar, he just spazzed. And what he did was, without giving his bars away, he fucking came at the whole Calico, Shotgun Suge, Miles, like he came at all of that. And the way he came at them niggas about it was never done before. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, it was almost to the point what Big T, you know what I'm saying, was saying to Sue Surf about Bill Collector saying fuck Tookie. It was on some shit like that. And it was a little bit better. Like, I'm not gonna lie. He went the fuck in. Like, clean the fuck in. You know what I mean? He just spazzed on that nigga. So niggas went in. You know what I'm saying? So if I had to call it, man, it was real hard because, like I said, niggas was saying QP was going so ill. And one thing I want to give Just Juice this credit for this. QP had said a juice flip. And it was like Just Juice knew he was gonna use this exact flip. Like it was a cold flip. He knew he was gonna say this flip. So he had a rebuttal for it right when he said it. Like as soon as he's like, I know you gonna say this flip. I knew you would say this flip, so this is my rebuttal. Like ill shit. And he just started going at niggas. He was going at Calico nasty. Like he had said some shit at Calico. Like to the point where like nigga Calico had to like, because Calico was like hungover and sick, that Calico had to like recognize like, oh shit, this nigga going off. So if I had to give it a winner call, man, it was tough. But without, this is before me watching it again to dissect every bar and take out the crowd because I was a part of that. I would have to say Just Juice as of right now edging it because he came to me with more real shit versus gimmicks and flips. Even though gimmicks and flips and lyrics is off the chain, he came with real nigga street shit. Like, and I had to recognize and respect that because I'm a nigga from the streets. Just, you know, originally from the streets. You know, it is what it is. So I give it to QP edging it. The next battle that's on the card was GE from Milwaukee versus Calico from Detroit. Everybody know Calico, landslide. This battle actually happened after Averb and Hitman because Calico was sick. He was like hungover some shit, almost throwing up, and he actually was about to call the battle off. And then later on, he, you know, after niggas was kind of upset that, you know, niggas paid as much money as they did to only see 4 battles, the niggas then came back and was like, all right, cool, I'll come back and I'll do what I gotta do. So, GE said some shit. I was actually debating with somebody from the forum group about this that was there. GE said some shit. He really did. Bars, he had bars. But the thing that what it was not only was this after the Hitman and Verb battle, so the crowd is already damn near leaving. The crowd is now rowdy. And they not giving this nigga a chance, like at all. They wasn't giving this nigga a chance. I had to get to the front row to listen to what he was saying, because niggas was yelling. I mean, if you watch the footage, you're not going to be able to hear GE really like that. You're going to hear a lot of niggas in the crowd, and you're going to be able to see Calico, Big T, and X Factor, like, put their hands to the crowd, like chill. Even Smack, like, kind of, like, had to interrupt the nigga real quick and be like, look, hold on, let me like, chill, y'all niggas over there, chill, because let my man spit. Like, it was bad. Like, niggas really wasn't listening to what Buddy was saying. So, nigga had bars. His shit was cool. He said some shit. I like this shit. Calico go. It was another 1-round battle, and I'm sorry for not saying it at the beginning. It was another 1-round battle. Calico go. The thing that amazed me about Calicoe, and this is real shit, was that Calicoe freestyled a whole bunch. Like, he probably had some written bars here and there, but the nigga did a lot of freestyling, and I had no idea that nigga's freestyle game was crazy. Like, his freestyle game is crazy. Like, serious. This shit is serious. And he was rebuttaling a lot of shit, but he was going more at Just Juice than he was at GE, because even though GE was saying some shit, it was like Just Juice had said so much real shit about the whole Proof thing that he had to rebuttal it. Like, so he said a lot of shit at Just Juice. He even said some shit to the point where, like, saying, like, you know, I think me and Rex are the only two niggas in America that'll battle any nigga on the planet, and I ain't trying to give him no credit because that nigga know that. Said some shit about him, basically coming at Rex, saying that Rex is next on his list. So this shit was nice. You know what I'm saying? This shit was nice. If I had to give it a winner, like I said, and it's hard to give a one-round battle a winner, but if I had to, I would have to say it was Calicoe, because Calicoe was able to rebuttal so much shit, and you could tell he was freestyling. And it was like clear freestyling. And he had some bars. He said some, you know, a couple haymakers here and there. GE said some shit though. It was like, I don't even want to. I feel bad because I have to pick a winner, and I don't want to count him out because niggas wasn't giving him a chance. So on camera, there's a good chance that I might do a re-review after watching them again and give y'all a whole different shit. But yeah, as of right now, I'll have to go with Calicoe. And let me just say this real quick before I go into the next battle. All you dudes who think Calicoe is some big ass, tough ass thug street nigga, I mean, this is not disrespecting him at all, because I have no problem with that nigga. But I don't know any thug street niggas that in the middle of a battle take out chapstick and put it on their lips. Like, I never seen that before. I don't know too many thugs that actually wear chapstick or none of that. I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but a lot of niggas was just saying, like, oh, that nigga Calicoe is such a thug. Nigga, I seen it in the farm. I'm like, that nigga's a regular dude. He probably a scrap when he got a scrap, but no, he's not no, like, I'll look at you and get you killed type nigga. No, nigga, because the nigga really did pull out chapstick in the middle of his battle. Like, that's crazy. So the next battle, final battle of the night, main event, was Averb versus Hitman. 3-round battle, amazing. I'm gonna make this as quick and as detailed as possible. I'm not gonna give y'all bars, but I'm gonna give y'all scenarios that they put in each round. So, first round, Hitman come out fucking swinging. I mean, throwing bombs on the nigga. Like, he was throwing bombs at him. And the shit that he said that was ill to me was, you know, he started off by saying, like, you know, Charlie Clips versus Verb. You said, if niggas want to see that Hitman versus Verb, put up that money, and this is a dish I will not serve. So tell me now, why the fuck are we battling Verb? Because that just lets me know that you are not a man of your word. Some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I know I kind of gave you the bars anyway, but it was some shit like, that's the opener of what he said. So you already knew, like, damn. And imagine with Hitman's little flip and his little country twang, you already know the nigga was saying that. The way he said it was crazy. And he just started going in, my nigga. He even came out and said some shit like, and this was a real nigga shit. I gave him mad points for saying this. He said, Verb, lyrically, I admit, you better at that. But aggression, performance, delivery, style, swag, I outmatch you by a long shot. So you're not gonna win in none of those categories. And I'm gonna step my bar game up. You know what I'm saying? And the nigga just was going in. You know what I'm saying? He did some slow it down type shit. Did some flipping, some type shit. I mean, the nigga just went amazing, dog. He was amazing. Like, real shit. The nigga was crack the first round. Then Verb go. All of a sudden, it was like Verb was just a different nigga. Verb's performance was crazy his first round. It was like Verb came out of left field. Niggas, like, you got to think about it like this. Let me give you the scenario. Hitman had the whole crowd before they even started rapping, and he had 30 niggas behind him. Verb had maybe 5 niggas in the crowd that was supporting him besides Chase. and he had 3 or 4 niggas behind him, if that. You know what I'm saying? And he managed to get the whole crowd on his side after his first round. He just lyrically just beat the fuck out of him, dog. Like, lyrically just beat the fuck out that nigga. Like, I mean, it wasn't like he destroyed him the first round, because the first round was very debatable. A lot of people might give it to Hitman, and I actually understand why. Because Hitman said some shit, and the way he came in was just, it was too crazy. But me personally, I gave that to Verb barely, like barely edged it. The second round, Hitman come out swinging again. There's a little point in his verse where it kind of got kind of weak, but in the beginning and towards the end, his verse was like crazy. Like, he was getting kind of personal. You know, he started talking some personal shit, but he didn't get as personal as he, like, I was like, oh, okay, he's getting kind of personal, but not too personal. Like, he said some shit about Verb, like, about Verb not being a street nigga, and Verb hating on other niggas, and Verb fucking bitches. I'm gonna give you another thing that he said that was crazy. He said some shit like, this is the line that I remember that Hitman said that stood out, especially in this round, but to me, the whole battle. It kind of described their relationship and really make you look at them like, oh, okay. He said something about Verb being a dyke, then he was like, you're marketable, I'm remarkable, we nothing alike. Like, that line is crazy, and it's so true. Like, it was crazy. Like, dog, you're marketable, I'm remarkable, we nothing alike. That's crazy. Like, you gotta, Hitman shit was crazy. Then Verb go. Verb got personal. When I tell you Verb got personal in that round, start talking about that nigga's baby moms, start talking about Hitman being a little dirty nigga, and he only having swag after he meeting them New York niggas, and started talking about just some shit, and talking about niggas having him and getting in fights, and he even talked about, like, the thing that he did that was real ill from Verb. I can't remember word for word what it was, but he said some shit like Verb, that Hitman reps a blood set. He reps a set, like a blood set in an area, like a certain area that only Crips live. It's a Crip set, but you the only blood that rep this neighborhood, and they let you pass. Like, that don't make no sense. And it was real ill. The way he did it was like he was exposing him. Like, cut that G shit out, my little nigga. Like, you know I know the truth. Like, you gonna fool these other niggas, but you know I know the truth. Like, that set that you claim in that blood gang, that whole neighborhood is Crips. How you the only blood in that whole neighborhood? You know what I'm saying? So that round, the majority of people is giving that to Verb. From what I've seen, I gave it to Verb myself. But that round was like most likely, undoubtedly Verb, because Hitman was strong, but Hitman wasn't as strong in that round. He kind of actually was a little bit weaker to me in his middle, whereas Verb was consistent throughout that whole round. Then goes round 3. Hitman got so damn personal, dog. Like, Hitman was I'm gonna tell you some of this shit. Hitman was talking about Verb getting in fights. He talked about the little whole hands. He told the truth about the hand situation. He even talked about that video that they said was Verb in a parking lot was getting chased. He talked about that and how he said that's really Verb, and he's, you know, all that other shit, and he just went off. His third round was perfect. Like, it was perfect. Like, everybody in the crowd was like, okay, Hitman got this round, no question. Then Verb goes. The first thing Verb did to let you know that he's a real nigga and to get this round clearly was admit that that was him in the video and rebutted it. Nasty. I mean, his rebuttal for that video was so nasty, it was crazy. It was like he knew he was coming with that shit. And then it was like, after he started talking about, like, shit, he was like, he started talking about other shit with Hitman, about Hitman not having no bread, about him starting up Hitman and creating him, and he just went in, dog. He went in clean, like clean the fuck in on him. He even did some shit, like he started doing some shit where he started talking to Hitman like Hitman was his son, like he was Hitman's dad. You know what I'm saying? And the problem, the bad thing about that was Hitman's actual father was there. You know what I'm saying? Like Hitman's actual birth father was at the at the battle. I'm not gonna give no bars, you know, for the people that was there. I'm not gonna tell them what he said or nothing like that, because I really want people to see that on the video themselves. But what Verb did was amazing, no questions. Verb hit Hitman with a line that was so crazy, niggas thought the battle was over. Like, that's how crazy that line was. Niggas thought the battle was through. Like, okay, Verb got this. And Verb was like niggas started walking towards the exit, and Verb was like, nah, come back, I'm not finished with him yet. That's how crazy his shit was. Verb got that round, no debating. Clearly no debating. As great as Hitman's third round was, and as personal as it was, Verb's third round was immaculate. It was one of the best rounds I ever seen in my whole life. You know what I'm saying? So overall, Hitman did his fucking thing, but I personally gave it to Verb, 3-0. That was my opinion. And many others that was there. Was it a body bag? Absolutely not. Did he kill him? No. At first I said that, you know, I typed that after right after the battle, like, you know what I'm saying? Because I know I said in the review, I said, yo, Verb body bagged Hitman, and that was only because I was hyped. But then after I sat there and thought about it, I was like, no, he didn't, you know what I'm saying, body bag him. It was more like a spanking. And I'm going to tell you the difference between a body bag, kilt, and spanking. A body bag is, I said the best shit in every 3 rounds. You ain't saying nothing, no round. Your shit was whack. Niggas will skip over your rounds every time just to get to mines. That's a body bag. A kilt is, yeah, you said some shit here and this 1 round, but I demolished you these other 2 rounds. I killed you these 2 rounds. That's a kill. You know what I'm saying? A fuck or a beating. A spanking is like, yeah, you said some shit. I can't even lie. You really said some bars, but I'm going to talk to you. Like, let me talk to you. Let me school you real quick. Let me talk to you on some real shit. You talk about all that other shit you want to, I'm going to talk to you on some real shit. And that's what Verb did. Verb didn't, I don't remember Verb saying any gun bars. It was all real shit. Hitman said a lot of gun bars, and it was nice. But Verb didn't say no gun bars, and it was all real shit, and I had to give it to him, G. I just had to give it to him. So, and this is how you know, I live in Chicago now, but I'm originally from New York, and Verb talked about New York niggas throughout his whole battle. And so for me to give him a 3-0, that's how you know Verb's fast. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? Please, you know, comment, you know what I'm saying? Holla at me. I'm going to be still debating with y'all about this. Comment. Get at me on Twitter at Relly, RELLY, RELL123 on Twitter. Yeah, and let me know what y'all think, alright? One.